How are we? Hope everyone is going well today. So basically, I thought I would do, a live stream about the Beatles and why the Beatles are one of the most successful rock bands of all time. The Beatles will forever be remembered all the time. They will always be remembered as the greatest band of all time. When I was in university, I actually studied the Beatles. And, I look back and I think, wow, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, John Lennon, guys like Pete Best, had so much musical knowledge, and yet they didn't know what they were writing at the time. But they were writing real harmony, real musical harmony. And you think, wow, that is just fantastic. That is really fantastic. And you look at why the Beatles were, one of the most successful bands of all time in this industry. The way I see it is, they built their miles up playing in those pubs and clubs. They were playing like some 8 hours a night. That's how you get good at doing something. You know that. That's how you get good. It's just that persistence and that drive and that will for success. And that's what they had. They had drive and success. Now, I don't know why Pete Best was sacked from the Beatles. That's something I just don't know. But it's like this, that maybe Pete Best just didn't fit in with the band. Maybe Pete Best just didn't have what the Beatles were looking for, because the Beatles are not the only band to have sacked a drummer. But it's just interesting as to why they would sack Pete Best. Did he fit in or not? I wrote an article on Medium about the Beatles. And how the Beatles got successful as well, and what they, did to, find their true calling and their true path, their true pathways as well. So still today, like, if you watch that documentary on Disney Plus, right, about the Beatles, it looks like it was being recorded yesterday. There was a song called Yesterday, Revolution, Hey Jude as well. So those were so cool to have and be with them. I've always, when I was growing up, I never really had an interest in the Beatles at all myself. At the time, there were a lot of people who I knew or went to school with were playing out of the, those black songbooks that they'd have chord charts of them. I thought, Beatles, it's just another phase. But, it's interesting, their music can be orchestrated for an orchestra, yet they were playing classical harmony, and they do have classical music in their style of writing as well. And that is so cool to have and find that niche within themselves. Isn't that amazing at what they can do and what they can accomplish? You know, in that time of life where they were, you know, they just kept on going. And when you watch them rehearse their music on that Get Back as well, you get an understanding of how much time and dedication John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr as well, put into perfecting their craft. And the famous rooftop concert, right? You know, you remember that famous rooftop concert they did, and then the police told them to shut it down because they were disturbing the peace. How cool would that be, eh? You do a concert in the middle of the city during the day, but apparently, I don't know what it was, disturbing the peace. So the Beatles, for me, go in the Hall of Fame, in my music Hall of Fame. You know, I'm doing this series, this is season 1 of the music show, live streaming on YouTube. I'm actually enjoying these Q&As, this live stream, and I highly encourage anyone to ask questions if they can, because I just feel inspired to do this for you. You know, because the Beatles had a lot of rejection, but it was persistence that kept them going in the game. It was that persistence that kept their drive. It was that persistence that held their motivation to write the next hit song. It was that persistence, that time and dedication, that will to be the winner. Now, it's a shame that they broke up as well. You look at songs like Back in the USSR is another good one. I really love Revolution. That's a fantastic Beatles song. That will, you know, always be the way that I would keep going in life and keep motivating, because it was like you were listening, you know, to guitars with distortion in them. Basically, you had distortion, and revolution. You know, when you listen to Hey Jude, I think they was using a lot minor thirds by the sounds of it. They were using minor thirds. Harmony is just fantastic in the Beatles. It's just the best. It really is awesome to listen to them play live. And that's what I love. Live music. Still today there are Beatles cover bands covering the Beatles. You know, when I went on a P&O cruise, got to hear Beatles. Always have Beatles in your set list if you're a cover band. Never neglect the Beatles at all, because they are the most successful, amazing, you know, rock band of all time. That's what I love about their music. So I hope you enjoyed this show on the music show in 2022. I hope you stay motivated. I hope you stay keen. I hope you find your voice and your passion and your true calling as well. I'm trying these live streams out, guys, so bear with me. I don't normally live stream much, but please let me know any of your feedback on the music show as well. I've got the YouTube community page. Your feedback is very important. My community is very important. And just keep going and be the best that you can be. Bye for now.